you guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we are sketching a white object. Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel, and we are back for some Plein sketching of day 23. So I just got out of work and I thought it would be a great time for us to hang out and chill out and sketch a really quick scene before I head off to meet my friend for dinner. Today we're going to sketch a white object, and interestingly we are going to use a darker color to depict the white because we have a lighter part of the object, which is the light itself. That's a bit meta there, but yeah, the light itself that is shining from within the art piece. Let's give it a go. So this is a scene that we'll be sketching really quickly. It is a art piece in the middle of a park here in Hong Kong in an area called Kwun Tong, and there's a little bit of light there, so I am thinking I am going to first sketch in the sewing machine shape, and then I'm going to put water in the middle just to get that light effect and get that soft effect, and then I'm just going to color everything else dark. I actually don't know if I have enough time for this because I'm supposed to meet my friend in about 20 minutes, so we will do some quick work. And I actually forgot to bring my board today, so all I have today is my sketchbook, my watercolors, and a pen, but I think we can make that work. Let's go. It is virtual Becky coming from the future, and man, it is so good to be back here. I mean, I know that I haven't really been going anywhere, and I've been quite consistent with my uploads on YouTube, but I just had like a really long work week. So today just feels great to be back in the game. Alright, so here we are at a park. I don't think I was bitten by mosquitoes. Actually, I think I did end up getting a bite on my arm because that was the only part of myself that wasn't covered because I was smart enough to wear long pants. But it was too hot for me to wear any long sleeves. So you know what? If I got a bite on my elbow, I'm just gonna leave it. So what you see me doing here is I am drawing a continuous line starting from the top bit of the statue before going to the bottom bit. Trying my best to approximate the proportions of everything. I mean, I was in a rush. I think you heard me say that in the video as well. I didn't really want to be, measuring with my pen or my hands or whatnot, so I just did the best I could. And besides, if I got it wrong, you guys don't really know the statue anyway, so it'll look close enough to the picture, I feel. If I did it justice, which I hope I did, because this was such a beautiful piece of artwork that was only viewable when the lights were dimming down or when the sun was setting, which was when this was shot. It was around 6-something p.m. I used my trusty Fude pen because I wanted speed. Speed was what I was going for, and I knew that if I could just tilt the nibs here and there, I could get different thicknesses, and that was that. Let me give you a close-up look of this object. So now that we're up close, we can clearly see that the outside is a lot darker than the light right here and right here. So these two actually need to be the brightest part of our painting. I can probably do that by first putting a wash, and then maybe I'll go over this bit again in a white, a pure white, or using a white gel pen. But yeah, that bit has to come later. I start off by wetting the whole area of the inside of the statue because I wanted to be able to drop in a color and for that color to move around. Clearly did not move around as much as I wanted it to. So what I ended up doing, and also the color was like really strong. So I'm grabbing a rag here, well, a Kleenex, and I'm just trying to pull the color and spread it around. Just be like, I don't want this super strong yellow. I think I forget that every time I re-wet my palette, the color does come out quite strong. And I'm not sure if it's also because it's the Hong Kong humidity. It's currently spring, so it does reach a high of 80%. So my watercolors are just never dry. They're always ready for me to paint. And I guess that's maybe the universe telling me to paint a little bit more. But yeah, I'm just splashing in some colors here and there. I always try to start with the brights before dropping in the darker colors. The reason for that is because with watercolors, you always go from light to dark. And so when the paper is wet with the light colors, the darker colors will sort of travel towards the light areas. Whereas if you're putting a lighter color over a darker area, you're not going to see much difference. And here I'm just trying to make the statue pop up a little bit because I wanted that luminescent effect to show. So I'm trying to darken the background as much as I can, especially around the edges. So I know I don't have to paint the whole page black. But if I just put the darkest colors I have right around the edges of the statues, then I will get that object to pop out a little bit, or that lightness to really show, because everything is about contrast and everything is about how it looks to each other. So this is the statue looking bright next to a really really dark background, or as dark as I managed to make it, which honestly not super dark. At this point, I just wanted to ask as well, how do you guys like this new camera? I got this for my birthday as a crowdfunded gift from my friends, and I really like it. I'm still trying to familiarize myself with it. So you can see that it does move quite a little bit, and it's because I have attached the camera to the bottom part of my cap, so it does have a top-down look. And although it looks amazing, I'm trying to figure out on how I can lock it exactly on the sketchbook. I don't know. I don't even know if that's possible. Not a video editing whiz, guys. Like, I write for a living. This is so not up my alley. But I'm doing my best and I'm having fun. So we will leave it at that. At this very last bit, I'm trying to cover up the statue because we already drew the light that was inside. And actually I do explain this in the video. So I'm just trying to add some darker bits all around it. Oh, maybe I'll just cut here to insert that bit in the video. Ooh, Granny's that. And yeah, so I'm just popping in some random strokes here and there, just trying to get a shape. I recognize there's a Chinese character, so I am drawing that in. It's a really simple character. I really don't write Chinese that well. That's me checking the time. Am I late yet? Am I late yet? No, I'm good to go. Recording stopped, and we'll continue on with the video. Peace! Oh my gosh, we did it. We like sketched the whole thing in 10 minutes, and I know it was super quick, but I was really scared I was gonna be late because by the time I had finished setting up everything, it was like I only had about 20 minutes or less, because I also still need to walk from here to my friend's place. But yeah, I'm so glad that you came along with me, and it's so interesting to see that it is possible to sketch an illuminated object. And sometimes I feel like sketching white objects is a little bit tricky, because if you see back there, outside of the structure, like the statue itself, it's white, but inside there's a light. So your brain just has to readjust it a little bit and be like, oh, the inside is actually brighter than the outside. And for some reason, using white also darkens the thing. But yeah, anyways, thank you so much for coming along to the ride with me. Hope you stay tuned for the next one, and let me know what you're sketching next. Bye!